Hey folks, welcome back to Cats and Kilos. So tonight's episode is going to be interesting because we're going to talk about brain training, how to try to revive our brain and get it functioning a little bit more like it used to in the old days. So what happens is over time, our brain sometimes undergoes some degenerative changes, just like other parts of our body. It's just a normal part of aging. Sometimes our brain just doesn't function the way it used to. Now, the thing is, if we have areas in our brain that aren't doing their job, what if we can do something to help recruit some of those old pathways or rejuvenate some of those old pathways? Or if there's damage to certain areas, what if we can reroute that by stimulating other areas and maybe building some different connections? Now, language is especially important to us humans. And I'm assuming you're probably a human watching this because it also affects the way we think. Language is important to our thinking. We think in our native tongue, or at least our preferred tongue. And so when you find yourself contemplating something, you'll find yourself using language, even mentally. It's strange. It's hard to think without language. So if language is so important, and language is something that may be affected as we get older, we might find ourselves stumbling for words, or we can't think of a word. It would make sense to try to rebuild some of those pathways. Is that possible? I believe so. So today's video is going to be focused on trying to do just that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some words, and the purpose of this will be for you to try to think of words that are associated with the word that I give you. If you can find something, a synonym that means the same thing, great. But if you can't, try to think of something that is associated with that word. A synonym is perfect, but if you can't think of a synonym, think of something that's associated with that word. So if I said purple, you might say color. You might say bluish. Bottom line point is we're going to try to think of something that's going to be associated with that word. We're going to try to stimulate some pathways. So when we're speaking, instead of searching for words, our mind will be sharp. That's enough of a setup, I think. I think we get the point. And obviously with these 12 words I'm going to pick, it's not going to be the final thing. We're going to probably have to do a few of these videos to really kind of help, retweak our brain. But at least it's a start, so every little bit, right? So this, I think, is going to be a great way to help our language system, to help retrain and or reestablish some of those neural pathways associated with language. So if you're ready, let's do it. And here's the way we're going to do it. I'm going to say a word. You're going to have 10 seconds to think of as many words as you can. You can count them up to yourself. You can count them out to yourself, I should say, on your fingers. If you want to make a game out of it, I'll give a couple seconds as I get you ready for the next word that you can quickly record how many you came up with. And, at the end of this, you would have had 12 chances at your total score. There's your score for the game. You can play with your friends if you want, or don't count it at all. But if you repeat this video a few times, then hopefully you'll be getting better each time you do it. And then ultimately down the line, depending on how this goes, we will likely come up with more videos just to try to help reestablish that language system. To be honest, I'm curious about trying this myself when I'm done with this. I've got a slight advantage because I'm going to know some of the words, but in any case, here we go. Are you ready? The first word is function. Start. Stop. The next word is optimal. Start. Stop. The next word is realize. Start. Stop. The next word is perspective. Start. Stop. The next word is legitimate. Start. Stop. The next word is resolve. Start. Stop. The next word is abstract. Start. Stop. The next word is condition. Start. Stop. The next word is form. Start. Stop. The next word is development. Start. Stop. The next word is society. Start. Stop. The next word is tangible. Start. Stop. Okay, you're done. So those were your 12 words. Hopefully you were able to think of some similar words with each of those choices. Do it again, see how you do the second time. If you've recorded it, great, see if you can beat your score. If you didn't record it, fine. This is not one of those tests that you necessarily have to give yourself a score in. It's something that I think is going to help improve your brain if you do this a few times. And as I say, ultimately, we're going to probably do a few more of these and, with different words. And over time, if we choose enough words from different categories, which is kind of what I try to do here with a few other reasons why I picked these particular words, if we do that, we're going to hit those different brain areas and give you the best shot at maximizing the improvement in the functioning of your brain. So, hopefully you like this video. I will do another one soon. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.